Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel English Matters with Sunil and Parenting Series video number 3. So I know that you all are excited to learn the activities and the answers for a few questions which I told you in the second video. In the previous video, we learned a few skills that we are supposed to teach our kids like motor skills, gross motor skills, fine motor skills, self-help skills, language skills, cognitive skills, and many more. In this video, we are going to see how to learn all those skills using different activities. You must have already watched the first video where I showed Vihan doing a lot of activities very well. And if you want your kids to be better than him or anybody else, you have to follow all these activities which I'm going to tell you now, which will improve your kids' skills. And I also told you that I'm going to answer a few questions like, is it necessary to show and teach kids all these things at this age of 5 to 6 months? Are they going to take any stress out of learning all these things? And many more. Yes, let me answer those questions first of all. Before I answer those questions, let's know what IQ is. So IQ is nothing but we calculate the intelligence of anybody using IQ. So the IQ level for kids, especially below 2 years, will have a very good IQ power than a well-grown elder. Because the kids are so clear in their mind. Because the kids are like the empty notebooks. So when you open their minds, there's nothing but the things which you're going to implant in their minds. But for a grown-up person, he or she has a lot of things running around his brain. But for these toddlers, they have nothing. So they are very much active to learn many things. So you should be ready as a parent to teach your kid as many things as possible because they are so much interested in learning and knowing what the world is like. They never take any kind of stress because that is just an activity which activates them and which boosts them because they are pretty much interested in learning new things. Alright, let's go ahead and learn what those activities we can teach all our kids. The first activity we can teach our kids when they are 4 or 5 months old, and that is flashcards. So what are flashcards? So there are cards like this where they've got different pictures like vegetables, fruits, animals, birds, shapes, country flags, body parts, and many more. So these are going to help your kid in various ways. First of all, how to use these flashcards is something we are going to learn, and kids will never take stress. So when your kid is in a good mood, then you can flash these cards as fast as possible. You don't have to tell them what this vegetable is and the color of it, the spelling of the word, nothing is required. You just have to flash them. That's why we call these flashcards. So I'm going to show you how to flash these now. Sweet potato, chilies, garlic, pumpkin, cabbage, corn, turnip, beetroot, French beans, mint, green peas, beetroot, cucumber, lemon, ginger. Like this, you can flash all these cards at once so that your kid will identify these pictures after a few months. And as parents, we need to have a lot of patience. And don't flash all the cards to your kid when he or she is just 4 to 5 months old. Take 5 or 10 cards at a time and flash these cards for 1 or 2 minutes each day. That's all. Follow the same for a few weeks, like 1 or 2 weeks, and later on go and add some more cards to it. This is how you're going to show all these cards to your kid, and he or she will learn all these cards in a few months. For that, we definitely need to have patience because kids might take time to identify. So later on, after a few months, when they turn 8 months or 9 months, you can have these activity cards like this. Here we have 2 different vegetables, tomato and zucchini. Ask your kid which one is zucchini and which one is tomato. So he or she will definitely identify after learning these or practicing these for a few months. This is how you can flash all these different flashcards and improve your kids' memory skills. The next activity we have to teach our kids from the 6th or 7th month is storytelling. Storytelling, do you think it's going to help them? Yes, it will. It will improve their imaginary skills, picture identification, and also learning the words and alphabet at an early age. So how I teach Vihan all these stories, or how I started to give him story time, is this way. You can take any storybook like this, and here also I'm going to suggest a few storybooks for you guys, which one to use for your kid. Any storybook for kids you take, they should have a lot of pictures, at least 1 or 2 pictures in each page. That will create the interest for all your kids to go ahead and have a look at the book. So in this book, there are 2 pictures on each page. Each day, I narrate one story to Raj Vihan, and he looks at those story pictures and then the words also. I point out each word with my finger while I'm narrating a story. Your kid might not look at all these words or show interest initially, but later on, they will automatically show the interest and they will also identify the pictures. When starting a new story, you have to remind your kid all the previous story numbers as well. In case, if you're teaching your kid the 5th story, you have to tell him 1, 2, 3, 4, and today we are going to learn the 5th story. With this, they will also learn the numbers quickly. Dino. Where is cat? Where is cat, Vihan? Yes. Where is Dino? Yes, very good. Vihan enjoys his story time every day. He brings the storybook to me and he asks me to read it every single day. Now, let me read a story for Vihan. Vihan, now let's see 70-second story, which is The Friends of the Lonely Dinosaur. Where is Dino? Yes. So there are many dinos here. Dino number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Behind the fairy mountains was a valley in which the dinosaurs spent the day. Yes. One sunny day, the dinosaurs were playing a game of soccer. A new dinosaur came walking by in the valley. He stopped and watched, and then he asked, "Could I play too?" All of the other dinosaurs looked at him. Together, in one giant voice, they said no. The reason they had said no to him was because he looked different than the others. He had a long neck and he was green. One day, one of the dinosaurs had kicked their only ball into a tree. The ball was too high for them to reach, but it was not too high for the long-necked green dinosaur. Yes, that is Moon. The long-necked green dinosaur reached up with his long neck and he easily got the ball down. The other dinosaurs said they were sorry for not letting him play with them and calling him names. They had all learned a lesson that day. This is how I read stories for Vihan every day, and this should become a habit for all the parents. Alright, Vihan, clap your hands. Yes. Another interesting activity here is charts. We can find a lot of charts like this in the market. Try to go with a thick chart paper so that your kid will not tear them. So show all these pictures to your kid one after the other each day while they're having their lunch or while they're playing, so that they will learn all these pictures. After learning these pictures, and if they are able to identify these, after a few days, you can change the chart to another one. So you can also show these pictures and show these to your kid so that he or she will not get bored. Try using this method so that your kids will learn all the different words by identifying them. The next activity here is, you can see this, right? So this is not just a toy card, but it also has got some building blocks inside. This activity will help your kids to learn the puzzle solving skills. You can start doing this with your kids when they are almost 1.5 years. because these building blocks are so small that your children can put them in their mouth and choke themselves. So be very careful with these building blocks and give them when they are kind of grown. So these building blocks are helpful in multiple ways. So these have got different colors of blocks like yellow, green, blue, orange, and many more. You can be with your kids while they're playing with these building blocks and help them in building them in a proper structure. So this improves the memory skills and also the puzzle solving skills. Not only these, but there are many other puzzles these days which are available in the market. You can also get them according to your child's age and encourage your kids to play them so that they will enjoy and also will improve their skills in a very good way. I've shown you a few activities, but you can encourage your kids to go with many more according to your ideas and thoughts. I hope you understood all these activities, how to perform them for your kids and how to train them in improving their all skills like I told you in the previous video. If you have any more questions, you can ask me by commenting me below so that I'll get back to you by replying on your messages. Don't forget to hit on the like button if you like the video and share it with all your friends and family along with all the parents who you want them to train their kids to learn all these skills. And also subscribe to my channel by hitting on the bell icon so that you will get all the notifications whenever I release a new video. If you want to follow me on Instagram, go to the link given in the description box and follow my Instagram page as well. That's all for today in this video. Keep waiting for more videos in the parenting series to transform your kids from a normal kid to a super kid. That's all for today in this video. Keep waiting for the coming videos in this channel and take care of yourselves. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.